We are still a week into this government shutdown, no end in sight. Dueling bills faced failure in the Senate yesterday. And then the president caused some confusion when he told reporters he was working with Democrats on a deal. Listen to this.
We have a negotiation going on right now with the Democrats that could lead to very good things. We are speaking with the Democrats, and some very good things could happen with respect to health care.
Well, that would be good. But Democratic leaders rebuffed that comment, saying they have not spoken with the president. Last night, the president clarified the comment, saying, quote, "I am happy to work with the Democrats on their failed health care policies or anything else. But first, they must allow our government to reopen. In fact, they should reopen our government tonight." CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns is on the Hill right now and joins me now to talk about this. So, Caitlin, we are hearing there is some concern from some of the people who have been furloughed who may not get paid, which is kind of unusual. What can you tell us?
That's right, Vlad. Usually federal workers who are furloughed get back pay. In fact, in 2019, Congress passed a law ensuring that was so, ensuring that federal workers would get back pay if indeed they were furloughed. That law was passed after the last government shutdown that ended in 2019 that lasted 34 days, the longest in history. But now, Vlad, this morning, there is a memo circulating around, and we haven't seen the exact contents of it yet, but a memo circulating around the White House that suggests that they are looking for some kind of loophole to see whether federal workers do need to be, in fact, paid back. Now, take a listen to how House Speaker Mike Johnson responded when he was asked about this very memo.
Shutdowns, many or most of them have been paid for the time that they were furloughed. But there is new legal analysis. I don't know the details. I just saw a headline this morning. I'm not read in on it, and I haven't spoken to the White House about it. But there are some legal analysts who are saying that that may not be appropriate or necessary in terms of the law requiring that back pay be provided. So I'm sure that'll be a
So that opens a lot more questions, at least for me, that I have for lawmakers than answers because of that 2019 law that was passed. So we are waiting to see what details emerge from that. But basically, Vlad, the question is this another instance of the White House trying to exert leverage in the shutdown debate and try to get Democrats to cross over and support the funding bill? Both sides remain very entrenched in their positions, as they have for a week now. There's been very little movement. And so is this something that could change the dynamic? We have to wait and see.
So the president, as we indicated, Caitlin, in that True Social post, says that he's happy to negotiate with the Democrats, but they got to reopen the government. What kind of leverage do the Democrats have to even begin those negotiations with the president?
Well, first of all, this has been the position of Republicans for this whole time. We can talk about these health care subsidies. We can have a conversation about health care. But first, you have to vote to open the government. So even though there's a lot of back and forth with the president, that is where he ended up in the latest statement. So that has been the Republican position this whole time. The Democrats are arguing, and this is their argument, we'll have to wait and see if this bears out, that that constituents are already getting notices from their healthcare companies, insurance companies, that their premiums are set to rise. So they are betting that public pressure will build once more and more people get notices of their premiums rising. Vlad, that could be a few weeks from now. So whether they are willing to game this out for the next month, that remains to be seen as well.
Yep, we'll be watching. Caitlin Huey-Burns for us on the Hill. Thank you, Caitlin. Appreciate it. All right, the other big impact that shutdown is having, air travel in the United States. Here's one example. Near Los Angeles, where Burbank's airport went hours without air traffic controllers. In fact, federal officials have flagged more ATC facilities for low staffing than since the post-COVID travel boom of 2022. So let's go to the Hollywood Burbank Airport and check in with CBS News Los Angeles reporter Amanda Starrantino. Amanda, good to see you. What have you seen this morning? What can you tell us about where the airport is as far as staffing is concerned?
Hey, good morning, Vlad. Well, what we can see and what we hear is planes are taking off this morning. Flights were scheduled to start taking off around 7 a.m. I've seen about 5 or 6 already make it up into the air across from Southwest, United, American, Delta, Alaska. So good news there for passengers trying to head out, because last night it was very, very quiet here. About 3 to 4 hour delays for some people. Flights completely canceled as well. Complete travel headaches. I talked with some travelers heading in this morning that were a little concerned that they might run into the same thing.
I don't know if I have a flight or not. Huh?
Yeah.
No, we're not delayed today. It says we're on time, at least on the app thing, so we'll see.
So these concerns come after yesterday, as the control tower here at Burbank was completely shut down from after 4 p.m. into the evening with no air traffic controllers at all. Operations had to be handled remotely from San Diego by Southern California Tracon. That's a team that usually manages regional air traffic, not our local towers. Because of that, flights ran well past the airport's usual 10 p.m. voluntary curfew. But to make up for lost time, some planes were still taking off close to about 11 o'clock Monday night. Air traffic controllers are considered essential workers, which means they have to keep working, but without pay. That's led to a spike in sick calls nationwide. Transportation Department officials say they've seen an uptick in employees calling out sick during this government shutdown. 13,000 of them are required to work without pay until the shutdown ends. So the FAA says staffing issues have caused delays not just here in Burbank, but also in Denver, Phoenix, Detroit, and Indianapolis. Air Traffic Controllers Union warned its members that failure to report for duty or take part in a coordinated job action could lead to termination. Now, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says safety comes first here.
If we think there's issues in the airspace, we will shut it down. We will close it down. We will delay. But again, it's creating a ripple effect for our controllers.
There you have it. Another United plane just took off here. We're seeing them go pretty quickly. So again, I did check the board. Everything looks to be on time this morning. So staffing looking good here so far, but it's a waiting game if anything changes throughout the day, as we are heading into day 7 of that government shutdown. Travelers across the country just urged to check their flight status before heading to the airport, maybe to cause any less headaches if their flight does get delayed. Back to you.
Yeah, that's good advice, Amanda. And of course, as you indicated, there's a ripple effect. If one airport is experiencing delays or a lack of air traffic controllers, that can have effects across the country. So hopefully they get this resolved in Washington very, very soon. Amanda Starrantino for us, reporting from Los Angeles. Thank you, Amanda.